Hello everyone, today we're going to be reviewing the Ghost and Phantom 2 set. I got the set from Lego.com, and I paid the entire $160 for it. The set number is 75357 with 1,394 pieces, rated 10 and up, and has 5 minifigures including Chopper, Jacen Syndulla, Hera Syndulla, which is a general now, Lieutenant Bennett, Benta, I think, and First Officer Hawkins. This set I got damaged from Lego, of course, themselves, in a few different places, which is the first problem I had with the set. In the back, definitely got a huge indent as well, which is not ideal at all, but the back of the box obviously does look amazing, and we can get into the set. I did not make a time-lapse for this video, I didn't really have the time to, and of course, the side of the box art. Let's get into some of the problems I have with the set immediately. And that comes with the instructions, but I hate to say that immediately. You can already tell there were some problems. So for the first about half of the instruction booklet, quarter I guess, there were a ton of pages that were stuck together, and I had to tear them apart, so my instruction booklet got screwed over, which is really frustrating, that the top of the pages were not cut, and that they were just said, this is okay, this is proper, like this was not okay, this was a problem. I think it's happened to me before on a set, and to see the instruction booklets going down to crap like this is kind of annoying. But either way, the building process was very fun. The stickers were kind of annoying because of a large amount of them. And then in the back of the box, in the back of the instructions, we have the 4 sets from the September wave, which I have 3 out of the 4. Just need the Republic Gunship, which is coming into the mail now. And I should be getting it this week. And I will be doing a full summer wave review of September and August 1st sets. First up, we have the 2 weird inclusions of the set. We have First Officer Hawkins as the first minifigure, which of course only has a single face print because it's using the hair from Sam Wilson, Captain America from the Marvel minifigure series a few years ago, and he is has 1 badge, so that's like obviously officer. So I don't know. Next we have Lieutenant Beta, and this minifigure is a Quarren. I think that's probably wrong. Mon Calamari, sorry, not a Quarren, Mon Calamari. And it uses a pretty good head mold they've had for years, and the printing on the head is really good, along with the printing on the jacket itself, which would be great if this minifigure was Zeb in the set, in the pilot outfit. That would be huge, but it's, no, a Quarren. Mon Calamari, minifigure in the set. Next up, we have 3 members of the Ghost Crew, starting with Jacen Syndulla, and Jacen Syndulla has brown hair in the set instead of green hair that he's supposed to have from the show. He does, however, have a secondary face, which is a smiling expression and good back printing. Next up, we have Hera Syndulla, and this is a general Hera Syndulla. She has the 5 badges, which is probably like one of the highest they can go, besides a governor. And she has very good printing. It's very similar to the previous one, but is still very good. If we turn her around, she has the Ghost Crew symbol on the back of her jacket, and she has an angry secondary expression on her face. And last up, we have the war criminal himself, Chopper. This Chopper is C110P, which is the operating number for this minifigure, or the droid in universe. He has the smooth bottom piece, and is just the short droid legs, but he has a weird white stud on the top of his head, which is supposed to represent the dish that is on his head in show, which personally I don't like, but taking it off and knowing that there's supposed to be dish there feels a bit strange. It's up to you personally. I'm going to keep it on. I had one other piece that I thought might work, but it did not work personally. But the best part about this minifigure is that he has back printing, but unlike the previous one, he does not have side head printing, which was really, I found out recently that the old Chopper had printing all around the head, which is really nice. And the white definitely throws me off a little bit, but it is still not too bad. Next up, we can take a look at the Phantom 2. And the Phantom 2 is a very small model. It has a few moving points. You can move these in and out, which you're not supposed to. You can move this up and down. You can even move it all the way to there if you'd like. You can even take the cockpit piece off itself. And lastly, there is a small storage back here, which I'm struggling to open, which is weird because I've never actually struggled opening that before. I just put 2 blasters in there, which it comes with 1 blaster and a binocular piece in the actual set. But I just put Sabine's blasters in there for now. And then, of course, you can fit a minifigure in here. We'll use Hera because she has like the hair tails. I'm spacing what they're called. But you can, of course, set her down. You just set her on the front 2 studs like so. and you can close everything out just fine, and it works, which is what I was hoping for. But the only problem I had going into the set, which I was scared about, is Jason was the only minifigure shown to be in the Phantom 2. And even on their website, the pictures, when you had all the minifigures out on display, Jason was in the pilot seat for the Phantom 2. So that made me scared, thinking, oh boy, maybe only short minifigures are going to fit in here. But no, you could fit majority of minifigures in here, and there's still a lot of room. Hera is a great example of that because she has one of the biggest head molds in LEGO. And you can't fit Chopper in here, but however, there's 3 studs right here, and there's actually a difference, and he's meant to fit there, which I learned when building a set, is that you can actually put Chopper's head on the 3 studs here, and he'll fit like that, and it looks like he's sitting there. Just don't look sideways, because it does not work. But front on, it doesn't look too bad whatsoever. And here's what we've been waiting for. The Ghost, last time we had the set was 2014. Last time we had the Phantom was also 2014. And the Phantom 2 was, I believe, 2015 or 2016. This Ghost is fairly large. It's just bigger than the Millennium than the Millennium Falcon. It covers about the same dimensions as the inner circle for the Falcon, so it's not too bad. There's lots of details. The only problem I had with the set really is 2 things. One, these should be orange. And the second one is that there isn't really anywhere to hold on. These move, these move, these move, cannons move, these move, these move. Everything is moving, so it's hard to even find a spot to grip it. You want to grip it here, but you can't because the underside, there is a opening, which I'll show you right now, which can lead into the ship, which is inaccurate for one. And I personally don't like that. I'm never going to use them. It does have a swivel cannon on the bottom, which I'll show you in a second, though. But we can just get into the inner workings of the set, which I'm just pulling pieces off. But mostly, so I could get to this, it's very unfinished on the inside. But you can see into the actual interior. And if I'll just put this right back on, it probably goes there. It looks like it goes there, so I'm going to put it back there. And then I'll fix it right back. But the panels are kind of nice. They're very simple. They can fold in a bit. Nothing too crazy, just held in by 2 pieces, and nothing crazy. However, I guess we can start with the question of the set. How well does the Phantom 2 fit? It fits quite well, actually. There isn't many gapping on the back whatsoever, and even like where the Phantom 2 connects, there really is not much space where that gaps whatsoever, including on the back, which is just, I mean, it's there because I'll show you in a second, but it's not that bad. But when you take it off, let's put that there. There's gaps in there, which is kind of annoying, but it's what. And here's what the ship looks like with the Phantom 2 docked, and it honestly looks really amazing, including from like a few different angles, like this one. Like, it looks just beautiful, and what you want from a set like this. This set is amazing, personally. The only issue I have with it, besides the 2 I've already named, is that the bottom does not it's not accurate, but this cannon does swivel by using these 2 points, and you can also launch the springless shooters using that feature. Okay, now we can go to the small interior, which all you do is pick that up. Might be easier to take the Phantom off, and you can see some little pieces of the interior. First, we can place Chopper right there, which we'll do right now. So we'll take Chopper and his legs, and what's left of them, and we'll put him on the 2 studs. And there's like a sink in there, a box. I added that box. That wasn't to come in the set, but there's the 2 doors, one on either side. Just some weird points of the set. Small interior, and then we can get to the front of the set. So the front of the set has 2 entry points, or I guess 3, but here's one, and you can actually see into the bubble turret, so we can push that down, you can see it open. But right there, you can see one minifigure. So since Hera is in the Phantom, we'll place the Mon Calamari there, and you can also pull this out to fit a minifigure in there. The cannon fell off, which is weird. We put Jason into the cockpit, and we can close the cockpit right back up kind of nicely. And you can go ahead and place everything back on. There's just 2 studs there, 2 on either side, 4 in total that you can place that back onto. And then the Phantom you can place right back on as well. And it fits pretty well. There's just a few parts that might fall off, and that might move around. And lastly, we have a cannon that unfortunately breaks a ton. It's only connected by 4 studs, and has that and the cannon connection into one. And it's honestly kind of driving me crazy at this point, but you can also open that up and fit one minifigure inside. We'll put Jason. I took Jason out of the front cockpit because he was annoying me. And yeah, you can stand them or sit them for either or. You just can't fit Cane and Juris, which I have right here with the long tail, which means you probably can't fit Hera either. But either way, this set is still amazing. Thank you so much for watching this video. I'll get the gunship review out soon as I get it. Goodbye.